Let's talk about safety audits. If you're in EHS, you know that phrase can bring on a whole lot of stress. But what if I told you the most dangerous part of your audit has nothing to do with the audit itself? What if the biggest risk is hiding in plain sight, long before the auditor even shows up?
I mean, really think about it. What's the part that stresses you out the most? Is it the tough questions? The fear of finding some kind of non-compliance? And yeah, those are totally valid worries. But there's another bigger issue that just eats up so much more of your time and energy.
It's this right here. For so many EHS professionals, the real nightmare is that grueling, time-sucking scramble just to get ready. The hours, sometimes even days, of manual preparation. That's the real source of all the anxiety. So let's dive into why this isn't just an inconvenience. It's a major operational risk. We're calling this the audit paper chase, because for too many teams, that's exactly what it feels like, right? Less like a structured process and more like a desperate last-minute scavenger hunt for data.
And this right here is the root of the problem. Your critical safety data is scattered across all these different digital silos. You've got inspection records on shared drives, key updates buried in endless email chains, data locked away in spreadsheets, scanned PDFs, monitoring logs, you name it. It's a total digital maze.
And trying to navigate that maze, well, that leads to an incredible amount of manual, repetitive work. Just finding the right documents is the first hurdle. The real grind starts when you actually have to piece it all together. Okay, so this is what that tedious workflow actually looks like. You're hunting for records across all these systems. Then you're manually trying to pull out the key findings. You're standardizing data from a bunch of different formats. And then comes the endless copy and paste into a report template. All while you're frantically cross-checking for missing documents because the deadline is looming. Every single one of those steps is a potential point of failure.
So you see, this process isn't just inefficient, it's downright dangerous. All of that manual work creates this domino effect of risk that has really serious consequences for the entire organization. Let's see how this all builds up.
The risks almost always start with these seemingly small mistakes. You know, a missed record, or using an outdated version of a document by accident. A simple copy-paste error that throws off a really key metric, or even just formatting inconsistencies that make the final report look sloppy. These seem pretty minor, right?
Wrong. They are not minor at all. Those tiny little mistakes can have a massive impact. Because as our source material says, these inconsistencies can undermine audit credibility. The moment an auditor sees messy, inconsistent data, they start questioning everything. And just like that, trust is gone.
And look, this isn't just some localized problem for one team. As an organization gets bigger, this manual process just explodes from a team headache into a major corporate governance and scaling challenge.
And this chart says it all, really. For a single facility, yeah, the prep time might be manageable. But as you add more facilities, more inspections, more regulations, the workload doesn't just add up, it grows exponentially. And the risk of a critical error, that skyrockets right along with it.
And here's the real opportunity cost. The goal of an EHS team, what they should be doing, is proactive safety work, preventing incidents before they ever happen. But the reality is, their valuable time and expertise are being completely drained by reactive, administrative audit prep. They're stuck organizing old data instead of shaping a safer future. This whole situation forces us to rethink where the real risk lies. What if the most significant threat in your audit isn't a piece of faulty equipment or an unsafe procedure? What if the biggest risk of all is the preparation process itself? And that's the final thought I want to leave you with. If the system you use to prove your company is safe is actually introducing errors, wasting resources, and undermining credibility, what's the true cost of not changing it? What are you really risking by sticking with the paper chase?